Someone fresh seems to be canceled online every week. For instance, author J.K. Rowling for tweeting transphobic remarks, TV star Ellen DeGeneres for being a dreadful boss, or Charlie and Dixie D'Amelio, stars of the TikTok app, who are nasty to their cook. Hello, welcome back to Know What. Today, we'll be discussing the meaning and the problems associated with cancel culture. Cancel culture, infrequently called call-out culture, is a term used to describe a sort of ostracism that occurred in the late 2010s and early 2020s, in which someone is ejected from social or professional circles, whether it be online, on social media, or in person. It's stated that those who experienced this exclusion were canceled. In discussions about free speech and censorship, the term cancel culture is frequently used negatively. A synonym for the phrase call-out culture is cancel culture. It's commonly claimed to take the form of shunning or boycotting a person who's thought to have done or talked inappropriately, often a celebrity. When a group of people shun someone for derogatory actions or remarks, this is known as cancel culture. There is typically a pattern. On social media, a well-known person is criticized for their destructive actions or statements. People argue over whether this person still belongs in the community. The canceled person might be held accountable for their deeds. The phrase cancel culture is used in discussions of free speech and censorship and has primarily negative implications. Barack Obama, a former U.S. president, cautioned against the social media call-out culture, saying, "People who do really good stuff have flaws. People who you are fighting may love their kids and, share certain things with you." In a speech in July 2020, former U.S. President Donald Trump attacked cancel culture, equating it to dictatorship and asserting that it's a political tool used to punish and condemn dissenters by forcing them to quit their employment and demand acquiescence. He was attacked for being hypocritical and having previously tried to fire several people and businesses. The goal of cancel culture is to make individuals responsible for their hateful actions. There are, however, practical ways to hold someone accountable without firing them. The emotional health of both those who cancel and those who canceled can ultimately be harmed by the cancel culture. Numerous notable features, including Chrissy Teigen and the late author Dr. Seuss, have been the focus of cancel culture. Cancel culture is becoming one of the most loaded keywords in modern English due to the influence it has. However, cancel culture has received plenty of flack. When used improperly, cancel culture's social isolation may be harmful and contribute to the very injustice and hatred it seeks to combat. Some detractors contend that cancel culture equates to cyberbullying, is unproductive, does not result in genuine social change, and has a dampening impact on public speech. Others argue that calls for cancellation constitute free speech in and of themselves, that they encourage accountability, give phenomenon in and out of themselves because they're only another form of boycotting. Although the concept of cancel culture, which holds people accountable for their acts, is admirable, there are several issues with how cancel culture functions in practice. It encourages shame, not accountability. Cancel culture emphasizes personal responsibility while ignoring the structural problems that frequently underlie harsh conduct. As a result, the hateful ideology behind cancelable offenses is allowed to continue to exist unchecked. To put it another way, cancel culture shames the offender into realizing that their personal beliefs aren't always acceptable, but fails to inform the offender as to why these beliefs are problematic and hurtful. It can backfire. Cancellation can completely backfire, even if it appears to work briefly. In many circumstances, the goal of cancellation vanishes for a time before reappearing with a vengeance. That is, the canceled person may refile the claim that resulted in their cancellation and may even get additional public support as a result. In such cases, the canceling attempts to just draw greater attention to the harmful act. It can be more about entertainment than accountability. When the focus of cancel culture shifts from the offense to the punishment, the attempt loses concentration and becomes more of a circus for entertainment than anything else. Even high-profile celebrities such as Teigen have spoken out about their mental health difficulties in the aftermath of the cancellation. Katoni claims to have treated many people who endured severe symptoms after being a cancellation target. People may feel afraid to leave their houses if their lives and the safety of their families are threatened, he argues. While cancellation has impacted the careers of certain public personalities, others claim cancellation yet carries on with their careers as before. That's all for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. What are your thoughts about the cancel culture? Drop them down in the comment section. Until next time, thanks for watching.